What's going on, folks? Colion Noir here, and I'm here with Luke from Walther, and I'm going to build a PPKS for all you James Bond lovers out there.
Walther PPK 9mm short.
Walther PPK, 7.65 mil with a delivery like a brick through a plate glass window.
All right, Luke. First things first. What do we got?
Right here, we're going to start with the frame. It's a bare frame. Then we have all the pieces that go into it. You got your trigger. So basically your trigger guard, your hammer, trigger bar, your recoil spring. This is your plunger and plunger spring for your trigger guard. This is going to be your mainspring guide. This is your hammer bolt. This is basically what holds in your decocker and your hammer together. That'll be your main function for your safety and decocking.
Okay.
This is basically your slide stop. This is also your round ejector. Grip screw. This is the most critical part of the gun. We call it the cocking piece, which includes your sear right here.
Why is that the most critical?
So this does anything from cocking the gun, firing the gun, to decocking the gun.
Gotcha.
If this part's out of spec,
then
everything's done on the gun.
Okay.
So this is your hammer block. It's basically when you decock the gun and put it into the safe mode, this keeps the hammer from falling forward and striking the firing pin.
Okay.
Magazine release. And these are just your various pins that will go into it, and this is your mainspring cap.
I can be honest with you, it looks like a bunch of pieces that I'm bound to lose.
Yeah, you can definitely drop them.
So in this building process, how do you maintain it so you don't end up losing these little pieces? Because it seems, it's a lot of little pieces here.
Yeah.
And so.
Yeah, so that's how our line's kind of set up.
Okay.
It's set up to help maintain that. Our texturing on these mats will also catch them.
Okay, so you're not going to set something down in there, because it happens to me a lot. Yeah, like I have it on a table and then all of a sudden and they just disappear and I have no idea where they went.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Well, yeah, let's put this bad boy together.
All right.
All right, so I have to make a decision.
You do, yes.
All right. So these are the original grips.
Those are the original stock grips.
Stock grips. These are the Coco Bolo. These are the
G10.
G10.
And those are also just solid black G10.
Solid black G10s. All right, so the internal Noir in me wants to go solid black G10 grips. I know some of you are like, it's boring. Why don't you do that? You've been doing that. Shut up. But the party side of me is tempted to go with these. So, in the comments, these or these? I'm gonna choose whatever I want to do anyway, but what would you go with? There's a modernity to these grips that I really like, but then there's a really fun side to these. And there's something very just comforting about the Bolo. Bolos, can I see what the Bolos look like?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I like the Bolos.
Yeah, you would like the Bolo, Peter.
Bloodsport, baby.
Oh, shut up.
They look pretty nice on that stainless steel.
Look at that, there you go.
Don't try to convince me and talk me into that. I know what you guys are doing. Oh man, I'm torn. This does look nice. Hold on, let's do this. Let's this one. All right, so we got the Bolo. Peter likes the Bolo because Peter is boring. This coming from the guy picking standard black G10 grips. And then we have G10 grips. Just the black. Ugh, I like the black.
Yeah, you don't have enough black.
Shut up, Peter. But just for fun, just for kicks, let's see what these guys are doing. Well, I have a tendency to want to do that. There we go. I'm gonna go with the black G10 grips. If you don't like it, you can come to Walther and build your own damn gun. All right, let's get this bad boy piece together. All right, so first things first, what do you start with here?
What do I start with?
Yeah.
You'll start with the sear.
Okay.
So we'll go over here to this fixture. All right, so basically you're gonna feed this through this side right here.
Okay.
And you're gonna push it up and around until it sits like this.
Okay. So basically slide it in through here.
Yep, so you're gonna take the small end.
Small end, all right.
Push through there. Yep, and you're gonna line those holes up and you're gonna take these rivets and place them on the very top.
This is where my little fat stubby fingers become a problem.
Yeah, this is one of the most difficult parts.
Really? You hear that? I don't want anybody in the comment section. He can't do it. He can't do it. It's the hardest part. And so do I just push it in there or?
Yeah, so you're gonna actually have to tap it in with the hammer. So I
Gotcha.
keep the gun flat.
Okay.
If it makes you feel better, our guys build these in about 6 minutes.
Oh, really? Hey, work with me here. You're embarrassing me. If I'm going to make excuses for my shooting a gun, I'm going to make excuses for building it.
1 hour later.
Yeah. All right. But I need it, do I need to have it further in or?
Well, you can go ahead and try to slide it on this fixture.
Okay.
Muzzle in, face in, and then you'll align that cockpit piece just like that.
Okay.
And you'll pull this lever down. You'll hear a loud snap. Okay.
All right.
And then go ahead and do it one more time. Okay.
Something oddly satisfying about that.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So now pull it off the fixture
Right.
and just see if you got the rivets flat.
What's I got to do? All right.
So the next steps, even
9 hours later. All right.
So now you're gonna grab a trigger bar.
All right.
Basically, you're gonna flip the gun over.
This way?
Yep. So you see on your trigger bar how you have that notch on the rear end. So
hold
you're
on.
gonna start from
Oh,
this end right here. You'll go in at this angle.
gotcha. All right. Kind of rest it like this?
Like that right there.
Okay.
And then you'll take your trigger.
Nope. Oh, gosh, bastard. But then, so I need to get this back inside the.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like this little dance that I have to do.
Yeah, I think you're actually in the wrong hole though.
So it's the second hole.
Second hole, yeah.
Gotcha.
Usually it's the first. This time it's the second.
See?
This part is probably usually about 5 seconds.
Oh God, this is hilarious.
It is the hardest part to learn though. This is pretty normal.
All right, so let's get some here into this slot here. So that, okay, I've been trying to get this into that.
Oh, that's why you can't get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's just-
okay.
yeah.
My God, my God.
Yep, so now pull the trigger back a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Now try to push this in. You're there.
Okay.
So now you're going to take this is your trigger bar pin.
Okay.
I'm going to push it through that hole right there.
This hole?
Yep.
All right.
Just make sure you have your trigger hole lined up with your frame.
Bingo.
It's rewarding.
Hard work, baby.
Some of them are a little bit tighter than
No,
those.
that's gotcha.
So now you're just going to grab that handle and you're going to pull it down just one time on this fixture.
All right.
And that just crimps that in there. Okay, that's good. So next you're going to grab a hammer.
How am I placing this?
Just like that. And
Just
then
like that?
Just drop it right in there. Slide it down and line those 2 holes.
Just,
You're going to grab you a main spring
is there a certain direction in?
right there. Yeah.
Right there? All
And then
right.
you just push it together. I'll lay it on flat on there.
Uh-huh. Let's see.
Towards you. You're gonna push down. You should be very close. You just want to pull down on that and make sure that on the trigger guard and make sure that it moves freely. There you go. Okay. So now you want to come over here and grab you a recoil spring. And you're basically going to give it 2 or 3 strokes. You're just setting the spring. Yeah, just a couple strokes.
All right.
Okay. Now at this point, you've basically done all the assembly on the frame. So you want to inspect it, make sure there's no scratches, no mars.
I see a little thing here, maybe that. I don't know if that's.
No, I'm going to go ahead and polish that up too. So you always want to make sure you go with the grain of the metal.
Okay. Awesome.
There you go. Now pull it all the way back. There you go. So now we're going to go ahead and do a functions check before we put the grips on. So you're going to rack it to the rear. Okay. You're going to go ahead and pull your trigger. And now since we're in double action, go ahead and do a slow double action pull. Okay. Rack it, make sure it goes in single action. And then go ahead and, yep. At this point, you're good to put whatever grips that you decided on.
She's birdie. And there she goes.
So typically, how long again you said it takes?
Why do you have
About
to ask
6
these
minutes.
questions?
It
These
takes 6 minutes.
these questions are irrelevant,
And
Peter.
then how many are usually made per day?
So you just want to rub it
most
in,
we
don't
made
you?
is 134 a day. Right now we're averaging about
See,
80 a day.
it's not about quantity. It's about quality. And me not know what the hell I'm doing.
So then over here we go into the break-in station.
Okay.
It's an automatic break-in box basically. So you'll put the gun onto that magazine wheel.
Does it matter if the hammer's back or not?
No, no.
Okay.
And you'll go ahead and slide that all the way close. And it'll go through a cycle through decocking, trigger pulls, and it just helps break in the gun before we shoot it.
Yeah, I think G10 Grips was a good choice. Noir. Colion Noir. Dun, 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 dun. I don't think that's how the song goes, but you get the point. Video coming soon.
That's Cypher. That's
Yeah.
you just built your gun.
Ready to test fire it?
Yes, sir.
It works.
Let's go. I think she works. You know how frightening it is to think about what happens in the moments before, during, and even days after having to use your gun in self-defense? When you first start carrying a gun for protection, it can be a very scary and nerve-wracking experience, especially if you haven't gotten the education and training you need to feel confident. I've been there myself, hoping I never have to go through a self-defense shooting, which is why I'm a member of the USCCA. As a USCCA member, you can eliminate some of the stress of carrying a gun for protection by accessing the amazing wealth of firearm education, training, and current state-specific gun laws of your state or states you may travel to. This can help you be prepared for or hopefully even avoid a self-defense incident. As a bonus, members automatically become insured on the self-defense liability insurance policy purchased by and issued to the USCCA. Click below to learn more. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and most importantly, make sure you hit that bell symbol.